Hi everyone, Drew Dillon from Columbus Weightlifting again. I have Dr. Richard Olm with me here at Columbus Weightlifting. So what we're going to look at now is an exercise taking the stability and bracing and everything I've kind of been talking about and directly putting it into one of our positions we talk a lot about, is that position right above the knee. So let's go right into it. Dr. Olm will start getting into the gritty details.
All right, so we went over a drill that teaches you how to activate the diaphragm in a very, very controlled setting, very, very easy to learn to do that, to coordinate the abdominal wall with the pelvic floor and the diaphragm to maintain that intra-abdominal pressure so that we're not falling into that extensor compression strategy we keep talking about. But at the end of the day, it's all about how much are you lifting, right? If you're a competitive Olympic weightlifter like Drew here, we just care about our totals. So we have to learn how to apply that pattern to the lift on the platform. So it's pretty simple. We're going to have him grab the bar. To be honest, you can do clean grip or snatch grip, whatever you prefer. But now what we're going to do is we've got to get him to stabilize correctly. So we don't want him, let's have you arch really badly and then slide down into that above the knee hang clean position. We don't want him in this position here. He's just turned on his erectors and he's just crushing his spine here. And he might have, loaded the posterior chain or he's in a relatively stable position, but it's not optimal and it's not good for him. Just go ahead and stand you up. So now we're going to get him to lightly brace. We'll have him breathe into his abdomen, and then he's going to pull his ribs down. When he activates those costal fibers of the diaphragm, that actually is what stabilizes the spine and will get the erectors to turn off. So we're going to have him just lightly hold this position. He's going to hinge backward, maintaining that tripod into that ideal position. And I'll let him go over the exact mechanics of this position. But this is the weakest position in the lift because the weight is the greatest mechanical advantage over the body here. So we got to learn how to stabilize in this position. So here, we're just going to have him practice just breathing in and out of his abdomen. So breathe in and breathe out. You're maintaining the tripod, breathe in and breathe out. So breathe in and then breathe out. You can have him kind of stand back up here. So he's going into that weak position. He's practicing breathing in and out of the abdomen so that he can learn to apply that strategy to such a complex motion as an Olympic lift. Now another good trick, a lot of you guys are going to need more of that tactile input. You can lightly put a belt on around here as if you had somebody kind of grabbing your abdomen so that you can feel yourself breathing into the lateral and even the posterior abdominal wall. So that's it. That's a simple exercise. We'll bring him down one more time just so you guys can get it. He's going to breathe in, pull those ribs down, and drop into that position, that low hang clean position here. Back is flat, and now he's going to practice breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Go ahead and stand up. We just got to remember that we got to breathe into the abdominal wall, pull the ribs down without distorting the spinal position. And when you can just practice breathing in and out of the abdomen there, you know that you're starting to learn how to apply this ideal stabilizing strategy to such a complex motion like a snatch or a clean and jerk. So good luck with that. It's hard. If you can't do this, go back to the other exercise and practice learning to use that diaphragm first.